You are watching Germantown Municipal Television, your source for everything Germantown.
It's a privilege to serve. It is hard, but it is a privilege. I was there when we started moving toward local schools, and it was exciting, and I've been a part of schools from the beginning once my kids started, and of course I was a teacher before. So once I started seeing us form the district and the success we were having, I also thought there were some voices that needed to be heard. And I thought with my teaching background, as a parent being in the trenches at the time, I could bring a unique voice to the board and help set the vision beyond getting it started, but what's our next level? What's our next step? What's our goal 5-10 years from now?
Also joining us will be special co-host Avery Berry, who serves on the Houston leadership team at Houston Middle School. Avery, you've got your first question for Ms. Eoff.
Yes, sir. So I heard you like puzzles, and I was wondering what type were your favorite?
Oh, so yes, puzzles are one of my hobbies, jigsaw puzzles. I really like any kind of puzzle. You hand me a Sudoku or a crossword puzzle, I'm just as enthralled. But my family likes to do those together, particularly on the holidays. Christmas, we usually have a puzzle we do as a family. You can see my daughter in this picture, and my sister, she comes down from out of town, and we work on puzzles. And at the beach, we usually take a jigsaw puzzle and work on it. Just something about the challenge and being able to conquer it, I don't know. So I started as a room parent, as so many moms do when their kids start, and worked my way through the PTA at Dogwood, and then PTO now at Houston
And actually
Middle.
served as president,
I was
if I'm not mistaken.
PTA president, yes, for a couple of years at Dogwood when we first started, which was even more exciting because you really saw the nuts and bolts of how a local school district was starting from birth. And then from there, when my kids started moving into Houston Middle School, I work actually as Houston Middle School directory person, so our PTO directory. I jokingly say I'm the eye candy. My husband's actually the one that does the work. Edward does the technical side of structuring the directory for me, which is kind of funny. But I also help with that and whatever they've got going on. And then the band. Two of my children are in the high school band now, and one of my youngest is in the middle school band. And so anytime they need something, I work in hospitality for band boosters. I love it. That's a special group of kids, and I get really excited about the opportunity to serve them.
Now we're ready for another question. Your last question, what do you have for Avery?
Speaking of band, how many years were you in it?
So
You're also
I was
in band.
also in band. I started in 6th grade playing the clarinet. You can see that beautiful picture of myself in my uniform. That's a freshman year uniform. I played the clarinet and bass clarinet, and I was in band 6 years, but it was a lot of fun. I wouldn't trade that time for the world. I still have friends from high school. As a matter of fact, I married my best friend from high school, met my husband in band. So it's been good to me.
We are thankful for Ms. Eoff's service to our schools.